Welcome to the American Roundtable. I'm Al Spry. I'm here with a very special guest. We're talking fashion and fashion photography. It is Jay Vladimir. And Jay, it's so happy to have you here. By the way,
Sir.
I want to also let you all know that we are on Facebook at facebook.com/USA Roundtable. You can find out more about us at facebook.com/USA Roundtable on the Tough TV network and Tough TV 38 in Orlando. Jay Vladimir, my special guest. Jay, it's great to have you here, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Now,
having me.
now I have an interest in photography. I've loved photography for many years. I always thought it would be kind of cool to be a fashion photographer. It's not a path that I chose specifically, but when I heard you were one, we met not too long ago. I knew that I wanted to get you in here and interview you, and the stars aligned.
Right.
And I was able to get Jay Vladimir.
We're busy people, you know.
We are, and
Yeah.
it's very true. But without further ado, tell us about yourself.
For some people that don't know me, my name is Jay Vladimir. I do fashion, editorial, commercial work. Mostly, you've seen my campaigns. It's just we're not allowed to put our name on the billboards or anything like that. Or if it would, it would be my face right on there. So that's the only difference. But yeah, that's what I do for a living. Now I've started to do music videos for artists, little things like that, some new entrepreneur ideas, and then just kind of see where the Delta Stream leads me to go. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. That's kind of interesting. You're actually transitioning now, trying to do some more moving images now versus
Correct.
just the static stuff.
Because of social media, that's the biggest thing. I think content now is crucial. I think I read somewhere where it's like our minds can only grasp the 5 seconds. So it's one of those things where it's like you only get 5 seconds to show who you are. You know, that little bit of entitlement that we all have. So that's
This is 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
So, you're going to
Yeah,
get 5
exactly.
seconds
I
time
know.
some.
So I got to take advantage of it. Hi everybody, how's it going?
So you decided early on that you were actually going to be in the fashion industry in some way, shape, or form.
Right, and it happened by accident, believe it or not. I moved to New York, and I wanted to pursue modeling, and it just didn't work out for me. You know, my look was not popular. It is now, ladies. It is now. But no, it wasn't popular, so I technically wanted to stay in the industry, and it kind of by accident just started taking photos, comp cards for people and stuff, and just kind of started building from there. And then I guess I just fell into destiny by that chance, pretty much. Yeah.
So you were in front of the camera at first.
Correct.
You went to New York, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where you go when you do
Yeah,
when you do
exactly.
fashion, right?
You gotta go to a big city
Like
because
New York,
of the market.
Miami, LA.
Yeah.
Those would be the three. Would you say
Seriously.
those would be the three
Yeah,
meccas?
and I think Chicago also and Atlanta now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
go to those areas.
it's
Yeah.
going a little bit regional then.
Right,
too.
right.
And so you were in front. You said you wanted to somehow you transitioned. And you said comp cards. What is that? What's a comp card?
A comp card is usually for an agency. It's about 4 different photos and then one solid photo on the other side of it almost looks like an 11 by I would say like a 10 by 8 photo.
Like a headshot. Or
Exactly, and it kind of just represents who you are, but basic. Like you don't want to go too crazy with makeup and stuff. They just want to see how you would look if they physically saw you in front of them. So I would take those kind of photos, and the funny part is without me trying, it just happened. Like the photos look great. Like people were getting compliments and everything.
Jay Vladimir,
So-
my guest. This is American Roundtable. We'll have more for you in just a moment, right here on Tough TV 38 and the Tough TV network. Welcome back to the American Roundtable. I'm Al Spry with my special guest, Jay Vladimir. That's J. Vladimir, jvladimir.com to find out more about his fashion photography. Of course, you can find out more about us at facebook.com/USA Roundtable. We are on Tough TV 38 in Orlando and the Tough TV network. Jay, where are you from originally?
LA. But I wouldn't consider. I'm an original Angelito, but I moved so young that I don't know if I'm still considered as an Angelito because I moved to Florida here. So
I didn't even know they call them Angelitos. You're teaching me new things.
Yeah, there
when
you
you're
go.
from there, you're an Angelito.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But no, I moved to Florida when I was, I think, in the 6th grade. So I don't know if that's considered me still being a LA, native. I guess.
Well, you are an LA native. You can always say that because you were born there. But you
Okay.
spent your formative years
Yeah, Florida.
in
I'm
Florida. Where exactly in Florida?
everything from like
You're here in Central Florida? Or?
yeah, Central Florida, and then in a way I consider myself growing up was like a sand baby. I love going to the beach a lot. So summer hotness, linen pants, everything of heat. That's what I like.
See, I like heat too. I don't
Yeah.
like it cold. I grew up in New York, but I moved to Florida as soon as I could. And you say beach. Do you like to shoot on the beach? Shoot pictures on the beach?
Believe it or
You like to do
not,
that?
yeah, believe it or not, when I did my first swimsuit campaign, it was fun because to me everyone was complaining about the sand and the heat and everything. To me it was just normal, but I don't get that many. Believe it or not, I just
You don't get that many beach shoots.
yeah, exactly. It's
Is
weird.
most of your stuff in studio? Like
In
in
studio
setting?
controlled. I do a lot of fashion and clothing companies, so it's mostly could be everything from catalog to just a concept or a campaign inside.
All right, so let me just name off some places where we've seen your work. Some
Um,
brands and some magazines.
I've done some stuff for Neiman Marcus. I've done some stuff for Annex clothing line. Also, right now I'm working on some campaigns that that hopefully will pick up that I can't talk about now, but you'll see in the future. Through my website, you'll see a lot of my work on Instagram too. Follow me, j.vladimir on Instagram.
Yeah, J. Vladimir. So, and you've got a really nice site. I mean, I've looked at some of your work on your website. You want to check it out. It's high quality, high definition, high style work that's very compelling. And so, you know, we like to feature people who are at the top of their game on this show, and it's really nice to have you on. I really appreciate you coming on. It was a little
Thank
short
you.
notice, and
Yeah.
thank you for that. So, when did you know that this was going to be like your life's work? Like, I'm going to do this for the foreseeable future. What was there one moment that hit you that said, "This is it for me"?
Because I think what people don't understand is, for me, I'm good at it. It's one of those things where can you imagine like someone like LeBron James playing, being a professional in, I don't know, volleyball or something,
or
golf.
something.
Yeah, right. Because
Yeah.
it's his craft, it's his gift, and sometimes I feel like we bumped into our gifts many times in our lives. We just don't know that that's something, or we talk ourselves out of it, I guess you could say. So with me, once I picked up the camera and I shot it, I mean, I just had the natural eye. I even talked to some teachers that kind of gave me some advice and some leaders, and their stuff when they were telling me how to do photography. It was weird because I still had my own style. I was a rebel. You know what I mean? I felt like this way was for me. It looked better, and funny thing is, it did. It opened doors because of that. Because I have an edge. If you see my work, it's very Tom Ford-like, very dark sometimes, very edgy. Sometimes it's sharp imaging, but it's just me. It's what I captured through my passion. And it's the same thing like Andy Warhol. It's like their art. No one can do what he did because it's just the way he did it.
So it's basically your vision. Your vision
Correct.
is this. It's a certain way you're looking. It's a certain, and of course, the way you're editing the photos too, right? Because you're adding contrast.
Exactly, and yeah, it's just my style. And I feel like a lot of people, they usually will try to be somebody else, or they'll try to do spoofs of something else, or trying to be, you've seen it, the trend where it's something to copy like the same music or whatever. And I just feel like I've never done that. It's just my thing. It's just who I am, and it's worked for me.
Well, it's like Katharine Hepburn. I think she said, "Be a first-rate version of yourself instead of second-rate version of somebody else."
That is such a good, yes, definitely.
So,
Perfect
Jay Vladimir
example.
is my guest. Of course, it's American Roundtable on Tough TV 38 and Tough TV. More in a moment. Welcome back to the American Roundtable. I'm Al Spry here with Jay Vladimir, fashion photographer, based out of Orlando, but you're everywhere, right? New
Everywhere
York,
in New York, yeah.
L.A., Europe. You do stuff out in Europe too?
Yeah, Fashion Week. I'll be out there in New York, September. I'll be landing about September 9th, but I think it starts the 6th.
Tell me about Fashion Week. What's that all about? For folks that don't know.
Wild. Mostly for me, especially now, it's networking a lot more than before. It used to be like the hustle and grind of like being a photographer at the end of a runway. But it's very wild. You meet a lot of people. You have the potential to meet a lot of celebrities. It all depends what kind of parties you go to. The after party's insane. I mean, we're talking like just stories that I wish I could tell you on public public
Well,
cable
you can
TV.
tell us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You can
I
dance
can-
around. You just
I
can't
can-
say
yeah,
specific
exactly.
people, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it is incredible to see, because remember, what people don't understand about Fashion Week is that you're going ahead of a trend that hasn't even been created. This is what you're going to see 4 months down the road, 3 months down the road, and we're technically the temple of what you wear, of what you're going to feel, your emotions, how people are going to see themselves, express themselves. Because, for example, like, I know you woke up this morning and you put your little pocket napkin on, and like you were thinking, you felt so emotionally, you felt like that was it for you today, right?
This
Like,
is it
yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you wear ties. You have, and
Sometimes I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you have power ties too, don't you?
I have a couple power
Yeah,
ties.
see,
I
and
do.
all that, and only clothing and fashion and that ability can make a person feel good when you walk out the door, right?
Well, don't they say clothes makes a man?
Yeah, or
You know,
yeah,
or the woman.
or
But they always say clothes makes a man.
yeah,
You could tell you first meet a person. What are you looking? You're scanning them up and down. Maybe even subconsciously, right?
exactly.
Well, let me ask you this. This is good that you brought that up. What's in now? Like, what should guys be wearing? What's cool? What's happening? What's out there?
Um, I think because summer's almost over or whatever, I think everybody you
Let's
need
give
to
them
have
a fall preview.
yeah fall preview. You need to have a standard. Every gentleman should have a tux ready, lined up.
I do.
Always got to. You just never know when you
Never
get
rent,
invited.
just
Yeah.
own.
Oh, own one, and then you always gotta have a clean pressed white shirt and always a suit. Always a suit. Any kind of colors like navy or black,
Yep.
just to have in a good pair of shoes, a real good pair of shoes, because you just never know when the meeting happens or the afternoon get together, and you just want to bring it up just a little bit, just bring the notch up a little bit than your normal gym clothes.
Do you know what I do? I always keep a sport coat, a suit, a shirt in my car,
Same here. Same
so
here.
that I always have something last night
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
somewhere.
Exactly.
You know,
Because-
and that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That way, if I'm in like whatever the shorts and the t-shirt, which I do, but I gotta be somewhere. All of a sudden, they go call me up. Al, come to this after event or something like
Right.
this.
Right.
Then I can go and I can have some fun with it. So
And the crazy part about what I love about fashion is that sometimes it just opens the opportunity for you to build conversation because you look more in your element, more presentable. I feel like to me it's weird because sometimes
confidence.
yeah, like it's
Confidence.
hard to describe because everyone emotionally feels something,
Mhm.
but you bring it to the next level. It's almost like what I see in GQ. They always say, and this is so cheesy, but if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. But at the same time, it's like when you take an investment in yourself, oh my goodness, the whole world's your oyster.
Do you think that because I noticed this over the decades, fashion things have become very, very like almost like too casual. Like it's almost too much with the t-shirts and ball caps and shorts. Like it's what happened? What don't you think and that affects your confidence? Do you think we got a lack of confidence among dudes nowadays because they're just throwing anything on and not really caring a lot? Or what do you think?
I think, and especially now, I think we just haven't been pushed to be motivated to. I guess you could say. For example, like if you see the woman of your dreams, and you know that you need to step it up a little bit, but you're not willing to be motivated to do so, or you just feel like you don't have that, then I could see that factor coming into place. Or like my dad was always he always said image is everything.
Image is everything.
Everything, yeah.
Well, we'll talk more about this. I want to hit this one more
Yeah,
in our
let's
last
do
segment. So stay tuned to American Roundtable. We're on Tough TV 38 and Tough TV. Welcome back to the American Roundtable. Facebook.com/USA Roundtable for more about this great show. Going on 3 years, bringing you the latest in current events and lifestyle. Right here we got Jay Vladimir. So happy to have you back with us. Want some final thoughts. I know we talked earlier in the show about how can men step it up? That's the question I want to know. Is how can men step it up? Because right now it seems like we've gotten in the last, I want to say, 30 years, it's gotten kind
Laziness.
of like lazier. To me, it's just as easy to put a nice pair of slacks and a shirt on as to put a pair of t-shirt and shorts. I mean, you're moving your body the same. You're putting things on.
Right.
What happened? Where does it gone?
I think, to me, I think the biggest influence has been you get like artists athletes. You see them on their off days. You see them. They come. They're worth millions of dollars, and they'll come in some jeans, a hoodie, and that's it. And they only dress up when they're getting listed to the next team or whatever. Also, artists, they've creatively pushed themselves as well. But when you see them, on some kind of magazine, not on stage, they totally look like dressed like regular jeans and something.
Is that because they're trying to be more approachable, and so it's almost like a catch-22? Like they're putting out an image because they want to fit in with the average guy. The average guy sees the image and wants to be like
exactly. And so in time, what's happened is that for people that don't have maybe a father role or somebody to look up to, they think, well, that's the in style and that's the thing to be. What I tell gentlemen especially is to invest in getting like a Men's Health or a GQ magazine. See what's in trend. Push yourself. Wash your face. Little things like that. Like when you wake up, the first thing a guy should do is brush his teeth, wash his face, stretch a little bit, get your coffee, know exactly what you're going to wear today, and just step out the door. But most guys will just will put a little bit of a spit shine on their hands, comb their hair, and just walk out. Haven't even taken a shower, haven't even brushed their teeth. I feel like we're getting in that. Being lazy is becoming comfortable for a lot. That's what I feel like. I grew up watching Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, watching people like George Clooney, Ocean's 11, all these like escargot kind of guys. These guys that just brought it to the next level. I grew up reading GQ and Men's Health and seeing all these guys just talk about tapering their jeans and taking care of their shoes and everything. Because at the end of the day, if you are not at 100% at your best, then anybody who you are talking to, who you are seeing, is not seeing 100% of your best.
All right, so let's go through that. Subscribe to GQ.
Yes, or Men's Health, any of those kind of,
How
or
about
Men's,
both of them?
yeah, or Men's
GQ,
Journal.
Men's Health,
Yeah.
Men's Journal.
Yeah.
Right.
If you invest, because that's only $9 a year, right, or
Yeah,
something like that.
like
Yeah,
that.
something. Yeah, very little.
Yeah.
You invest I guarantee you invest $9 to just $10 in a magazine, and you read that from front to back. I guarantee you, your quality of life would change. I promise you. I promise you.
Like the way you and I are dressing for this interview, these are not super
No,
expensive.
very
clothes.
casual. You're right.
They're casual clothes, but they still have a style to them.
Exactly.
Right? So,
Because I guarantee you step outside and we go out to eat somewhere or go play like some pool or golf or whatever. We step out. I guarantee you that we are elevated already to a higher level of just saying that person knows how to take care of himself.
I think
and
we
people
should
like
do all
that.
of those things.
We should.
I think guys like us, because we are kind of role models, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, right.
We need to be out in the community more.
Yeah.
We need to be out looking good, feeling good, and smelling good.
Look at that. You already did an Old Spice commercial. I love it. You know what people need to do? They need to message you. Don't forget to DM them. DM the program and everything.
That's right.
And
You can always find us. You can always interact with us at facebook.com/USA Roundtable. American Roundtable, always happy to answer any questions. And
we'll do an event. We'll do some event.
You
got your fan. Yeah, you got your
We're
fan
putting
base.
it out there right here on Tough TV.
There you go.
We're gonna do some kind of like fashion for men event.
There you go.
Like men step it up event, or something.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Just like
write
step
that
it up.
down.
3 words. Step it up. That's it.
That's good. Also, you can get a hold of me on Instagram. It's j.vladimir. That's my handle at Instagram. Also, jvladimir.com.
So what's the J for?
The J is short for Javier.
And Vladimir is your actual last name?
I have 2 last names in there, so
okay.
yeah. So it's I like using that name because it's just easier. So
and it looks cool.
Yeah.
That J, and then you got the V and a red and on the
yeah.
side. I like that. It pops.
I'm telling you, it's just it was all by accident. Like I typed my name and accidentally did a Photoshop like button and messed up the letter and it turned it into red and I was like, that's good. We'll go with it.
That was an accident?
Yeah.
Ah.
Like I'm telling you everything. Well, see, because here it is. When it comes to marketing and advertising, you look at they say that if you look like at the swoosh logo of Nike, you look at that logo from far away, you know exactly what it is, right? You can look at that miles away, you know exactly.
People know what the swoosh is.
Yeah, exactly. So same thing with my name. When you see the V in red and you see the lettering, you know who I am. In a way, just like we're talking about men's fashion, is like branding, getting yourself ready, keeping yourself in tune. The youngest people that I see out there, where you don't even know they're ageless, you don't even know what their age is the people that do take care of themselves. They sometimes go and we'll get a facial, or we'll try a good vacation spot that you're like getting dipped in some kind of mud. I don't know, whatever's out there. But those are the little details that make you better.
Tissue massage.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Keeps you in shape.
Get that elbow grease going,
Yeah, absolutely. But this brings me to a good point. I want to close the show with this. How can people improve their image on social media? It seems like everybody's more with the image on social media. What would be some tips to improve your image on social media? What would you do?
Put effort and clean up your media. Like, instead of just saying, "Hey, I just," you take a picture. I was at a burger joint. Clean it up a little bit. Kind of put a couple, tag some people in it, make it nicer, get a better photo. Be more in tune. Answer people's questions. Be sure that they don't hear from you. Don't go, missing in action for a long time. Kind of always constantly be informing your fans, your
So
friends.
in other words, you got to hit them up. How many times a day? Like, if you're trying to get your image out, or you're trying to build something.
Yeah, I'm usually on Instagram like once or twice a day.
Yeah.
Just kind of letting people know. Like, you'll see, like, even on my Instagram today, I'll be tagging you in the photos and everything. Just the way, because people want to know. They want to know what you're doing. And then at the same time, always keep it simple. Don't go too complicated. Don't have 900 websites to get to your website. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't put like 50 hashtags. Because that just looks like clutter. Right?
Yeah, or I mean, I only do that, like I say, even when I do the hashtags, I only do it to the photos, but not to the videos too much. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Where can people find the videos, by the way? On the website as well?
Yeah, on the website. If you go jvladimir.com, you'll find all my information. You'll find all my handles. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well. And then you can just stay connected. DM me. I definitely like responses from fans and everything, so it definitely keeps it together.
Jay Vladimir, thank you again, my friend, and we will see more of you. This is Al Spry for American Roundtable. Remember to keep it real and keep it tough.